Hello, my beautiful vloggers. It's your girl Shay coming to you with the Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 12 review and recap. Okay, so this is a video where you need to like and subscribe and check the timestamps in the description box because we're about to get right into it. Okay, so you know, chicks are getting dragged left and right. They throwing drinks, they throwing hands, they whooping asses at parties. Okay, just make sure you watch this and don't get dragged, honey, because it was a crazy episode. Now, I want you to know that there was a lot of drama about this guy named Lou Williams. Later on in the video, I will have a photo so y'all can see what Lou Williams looked like so you can tell me if you think he's attractive or not. But I'm not passing judgment. It'll be up to you to decide, okay? So let's get right into it, okay? So I have the 5 takeaways, the 5 things that I noticed about this episode and what stuck out to me. Okay, so number 5, we begin with the conclusion of the fight between Evelyn and Jackie. And honey, that was a doozy the last episode. I can't say last week because it didn't come on last week, but you know, the week before last, it was a mess. It was a lot going on. You know, Jackie called Evelyn's daughter a builder whore and all this stuff. So, you know, Shaunie says that Jackie needs prayer and medication, and I kind of laughed at that. You know, it was kind of funny. Shaunie doesn't always say funny stuff because I sometimes think Shaunie boring as hell. But at the same time, that was like a funny comment. But, yeah, I don't know if any of these girls could tell anybody who to pray for, that they need prayer or whatever, because all these chicks need prayer. They always in the middle of some drama. Shaunie know how to stir a pot too, so she is not innocent in any type of situation. But let's keep going. So Shaunie defends Evelyn being a grown woman and walking away and saying like she was doing the right thing. She walked away from the conversation. Jackie really has a problem with it. Jackie like she should have stood in my face, said what she had to say, and we could have had a conversation about it, whatever the case may be. So, you know, Jackie feels like Evelyn should have addressed her issues. And, you know, everybody's like, she tried to tell you how she felt or whatever. And I feel like, you know, Jackie went right into calling this woman's daughter a builder whore. And that was wrong on so many levels. But at the same time, Evelyn did make a comment like, go take care of your daughter, go take care of your grandchild and all that stuff. So it's at the same time, it's like, you know, Tami points this out later on in the episode. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yes, Jackie threw a stone talking about Evelyn as a mom because she said she was a builder whore. So if she a builder whore, that means that you dropped the ball as a parent because she is being trained up to be a whore. That's the way that Jackie described it anyway, a builder whore. So to me, I was just like, okay, but you know, Jackie is kind of feeling like she was defending herself. But yeah, you was defending yourself, but did you have to disrespect this young girl at the same time to make your point? So it was just a mess. So anyway, you know, Shaunie decides to walk away. She gets in the car with Evelyn, and you know, while Shaunie is walking away towards Evelyn, where Evelyn is in the truck or whatever, Jackie is yelling, give her my room number, and then she yells out her room number and all this stuff, and I'm like talking about tell her to come see me for a nightcap, and I'm like, first of all, Jackie, you got your ass whooped by that girl Brooke like a couple seasons back, so you not really about that life. I know you like to pretend you are, but you not, because you know you was getting into that tour with that girl Brooke, and then they cut from the show, and then when they came back, your hair was standing on top of your head. That girl had knocked you silly. So I don't know if you really want to send anybody to your room, because they might actually show up, and then you might have to actually prove that you have hands, which we know you don't. So Evelyn was like, you know, I really don't have time for this. I'm done with this girl. I want nothing else to do with her. She went ahead and blocked her on Instagram. She like, I'm finished with you. Okay, so now we move on to key point number 4. The 4th thing that I noticed about the show that I really wanted to discuss. So the aftermath of the fight. The aftermath, should I say? I said the aftermath. The aftermath of the fight. Okay, so the next day they all at brunch. Well, it's Evelyn and Shaunie and a couple of the other girls, so they're talking about what's going on, and Evelyn was saying like, you know, yesterday it felt like I could have gone into jail. Like she felt like she could have lost it, and you know, really went off on a whole other level, which I can understand what she's saying, because if you watch that episode when them tears were streaming down her face and she was banging on that thing with that table or whatever it was outside, she was really heated. So when she said I could have went to jail, like, I don't think she was exaggerating. Like, if she really got her hands on Jackie the way she wanted to, she could have caused some damage, you know. But so she was saying all that, and then Evelyn was talking about how she was crying, and that, you know, she was really upset. And then at this brunch, she's also crying, and she's saying that she feels like she threw away her progress for a bum bitch, Jackie being the bum bitch. So she feels like basically everything I worked for to change how people see me, to, you know, right my wrongs, and to really show that I'm a changed person. I'm not that same chick who was throwing bottles and doing and running across tables at the Kentucky Derby. You know, I'm not that person anymore. And all of that was thrown away because of this person disrespecting my child and calling my daughter a builder whore. And I do feel like both of them was wrong. I do feel like Jackie was wrong and Evelyn was wrong, but I do think that Jackie was more egregious by calling that woman's daughter a builder whore. Like, that was a whole other level. And so, you know, then they show Tami walking with a couple of the girls, and she's also agreeing. You know, she was like, they both wrong for talking about the kids. And also, I want to point out that Tami is the one who told Jackie. Because remember, Tami said Jackie did not say, Jackie said to Tami that she did not hear Evelyn call her out and say, go take care of your kids or go take care of your grandchild. Jackie said she never heard Evelyn say that. So Tami is saying that, oh, they both wrong for saying it, and they are both wrong. But in that moment, Tami, I love Tami, but Tami was kind of being a bone carrier by taking the conversation back, because we probably wouldn't have gotten to this build a horse situation had Tami not gone back and repeated what Evelyn said about Jackie and her parents and whatever. I do feel like Jackie really attacks people on a whole other level, though. Jackie goes to places that she necessarily shouldn't go. Although Evelyn did open the door by bringing up parenting, Jackie went all the way in. So it's just like both of them are wrong, but neither one of them can see where they're wrong. Like, it's just crazy to me. So, you know, they were talking about how, you know, neither one of them can really sit and apologize to each other. I don't know if they ever will be able to. I personally think that, you know, Jackie has some residual anger behind her, you know, Evelyn's whole situation with the GoFundMe account, with going to help her daughter Takari and all of that stuff. I think that it's some residual anger behind that. So I think that Jackie been waiting to get at Evelyn's neck, and when Evelyn said go take care of your daughter, it just took it to a whole other level. I don't know if they really gonna be able to get past this, so we'll see. And then it seems like Evelyn and Tami may be about to get back into it, because Evelyn made a comment that she don't know if Tami, because they were saying that Tami didn't come hang out with them, I guess at the brunch or whatever, because Tami was sick. But Evelyn is like, I don't know if she really sick or she hanging out with Jackie, which she was hanging out with Jackie, but I don't know if that was the moment where she was supposedly sick. So she could have really been sick, and that was a different moment, because, you know, they edit this crazy sometimes. So who knows? But it seems like Evelyn and Tami may be about to get back into something, because that was like a little moment where she was like, I don't even know if she telling the truth. Like, she could have just been saying that because she wanted to hang out with her. So we gonna see. So the number 3 moment was the girls' night, and they go to this sushi place. Well, it's called Sushi Roxx or something like that, and it's Shaunie, Evelyn, Hazel, Renee, and Bone Carrie and Bonnie Jill. So y'all could get used to me calling her that, because that's what I call her, Bone Carrie and Bonnie. So anyway, they're having a little conversation, and they was talking about some nasty stuff about, do they like slime in their mouth, and Evelyn was like, of course Shaunie likes slime in her mouth because she got 5 kids. And I was like, oh, y'all some freaks. But anyway, so that was cute or whatever. So then Hazel starts talking about she got a friend named Ashley coming. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be some drama. Whenever they introduce a new girl, especially in the middle of the season, it's gonna be some shit. You could just count on it, okay? You ain't even got to worry about it. You ain't got to wonder. It's gonna be some drama. The minute that they say they got a new friend, the new friend come in and stir up some stuff, okay? So the new friend is Ashley, and her baby daddy is a guy by the name of Lil Williams. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this picture up. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think he's attractive? I think he alright. You know, I know man is cute enough to fight over, though, so it ain't that much attractive in the world. He could look like a spawn between Dave East and Denzel Washington, and he still wouldn't be that fine. No man is fine enough to fight over. He could look like Tom Cruise, or what's that one white man that I think is so sexy? What's it? Christian Bale. He is hot. Christian Bale is a good looking man. But anyway, I'm just saying, no man is really attractive enough for women to be fighting over. So he ain't trash, but he ain't fine enough for you to be out here causing a ruckus like that. So anyway, Bone Carrying Bonnie said that she interviewed him before, so she knows who Lou Williams is. I'm guessing Lou Williams must be a big deal because he played for the Lakers, or he played for the Lakers. I don't know if he still do. I pay no attention to basketball. I could care less about basketball. I could care less about any sport. So, unless it's tennis, because I love Serena. But other than that, I don't care about sports. So, she said she interviewed him. I'm like, oh, okay, so you use your lips for more than just talking trash and taking drama back and forth between the ladies. You actually interviewed somebody instead of just running your mouth about what somebody said in private. Good to know. And then Ashley gets there or whatever, and she's talking about how she had threesomes, and she was having threesomes with the guy Lou or whatever, and then her threesome partner stole her man. It's a shame and a scandal. I forgot what YouTube vlogger says that, but anyway, so yeah, she's talking about she's having threesomes, and then the chick she was having threesomes with stole her man. Like, if that is not a cautionary tale to you chicks out here having menage a trois with your boyfriends and your fiancés and your husbands, that, I mean, the chick that you brought in your bedroom, he thought she was better in bed than you, so he dumped you for her. That's gotta hurt. I'm just saying, that's gotta hurt. Because at one point, that was your man, your boo, your whatever. Next thing you know, your man ditched you for the next chick, and you introduced him to the next chick, because she said her and the chick were friends. So you brought your friend into your bed, and then your friend stole your man. But I guess you really can't steal a man because he got to go willingly. But you get what I'm saying. Y'all understand where I'm going. You picking up what I'm putting down. Okay? That is crazy as hell to me. You got replaced by a chick you brought into your own bedroom. Ain't that a bitch? So then they get to talking about Saniyyah and how she knows Saniyyah, because you know she from Philly. And Saniyyah's from Philly. Guess who else from Philly? Allen Iverson, the man that Saniyyah was crying over at that dinner. Yeah, y'all remember that dinner where Saniyyah was crying, talking about she was in love with a man, and they slept together like a day before or 2 days before they got married, before he got married to another woman, and she was sleeping with him all the while, and his wife knew he was cheating and all that stuff. It was Allen Iverson, who played for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm just saying. So, this chick is from Philly. This chick, Ashley, is from Philly. What's her name? Saniyyah is from Philly. So, I guess Ashley is saying she known Saniyyah for some years, and that Saniyyah told Ashley at a dinner, it was like 10 people at the dinner. This is what she said, it was like 10 people at the dinner, and Saniyyah announces at the dinner that she slept with Lou Williams. So you announce at a 10-person dinner that you slept with my man. I don't care if they were still together or that was her ex. First of all, it's a time and a place for everything, and that's not what you do. But I don't put it past Saniyyah because of the way she announced that she was sleeping with a married man at the other dinner. So, yeah, I don't put it past her. I don't put it past her at all. So then Ashley starts talking, and she says Saniyyah is a whore, and that Saniyyah was actually a stylist, and that's how she ended up sleeping with Lou Williams, because at one point she was his stylist. Can you believe that, child? So that made me wonder, was she sleeping with Rick Ross and them too? Because you know she was Rick Ross stylist, she was Wale stylist, she was Meek Mill stylist, she was doing all that stuff for all of these rappers and stuff. Was you sleeping with them too? Or are you only a pass around for athletes? Or, I don't know that she's a pass around. I'm just saying, it just sounds like it. It just sounds like it. Anyway, so Saniyyah, they get to talking about Saniyyah's body and whether or not was real and was fake. So she said that back in the day, Saniyyah was super skinny and that she always had big boobs. So the boobs are real, but the butt is fake. I was like, oh, there go T. Saniyyah gonna whoop your ass at the reunion, girl. I hope you can fight, because you tell her all her business. So then she say, they all talk about how sweet Saniyyah is, and Saniyyah's a sweetheart and all that. And Ashley was super surprised because she said that Saniyyah got that turn up in her, that Saniyyah liked to get into some drama. So she like, I'm surprised that she's sweet with y'all. But Hazel was like, yeah, I want to see if she really still sweet, because I remember when I first met her, because y'all remember how she treated Kristen about that whole, you ain't ugly, you just broke and all that stuff. So Hazel was like, yeah, I want to see that side of her again. And Hazel, you don't know, you gonna see it faster than you thought. You better be careful what you wish for, because she gonna pop your ass at the end of this episode. So I think that you probably should have rethought that statement. You want to see her go back to being an old Saniyyah? She did for you. Just saying. I'm not saying she was right for what she did. I'm just saying be careful what you wish for. So anywho, Hazel wants to bring Ashley to Saniyyah's going away party. Now, you know you messy, girl. You know you messy because Ashley just announced to the table that she don't like Saniyyah and that Saniyyah slept with her man. And that Saniyyah announced that in front of a dinner table with 2 people. So why would you then turn around and go say, oh, let me have him come. Let me have her come to your party, even though I know y'all 2 don't like each other. That's some shady stuff. You messy boots. And that's what Shaunie called Hazel. She called Hazel messy boots. And Hazel deserved that name. But you know what? Saniyyah gonna help you clean that up, messy boots. Just wait. Just wait. So then the number 2 moment of my top 5, okay? The number 2 moment is Tami, Jackie, and Bone Carrying Bonnie. They go to they go have a little couple drinks or whatever. And they go to this place called -5 degree ice bar, where it was this place, these places where I've seen where like they have them in Russia a lot too, or like in other countries where it's like completely frozen on the inside. Like even the bar is made out of ice. I don't know if their bar was made out of ice, but everything is made out of ice, including the seats and everything. So then they was getting the faux fur and all of this stuff, and Bonnie was making sure they got faux fur because, you know, she a dog lover and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, good. You know, at least that's one redeeming quality because I love dogs too. So, you know, they getting their little coats or whatever, and you know, Tami is telling Bonnie how she feel once again that Evelyn threw first jab about the kids. This is what made me think, you know, Evelyn made the comment, oh, I don't know if Tami was sick. Was she just hanging out with Jackie and she basically lied to us? Now Evelyn is saying, you know, now Tami is saying Evelyn threw first jab about the children, all that stuff. I got a feeling that Tami and Evelyn might be about to get back into it. Now, y'all, we gonna wait and see what happens. But when they start throwing out these little nuggets, it's usually something coming. I done watched enough Real Housewives to notice when I see it. When they start just like throwing little jabs like that, that means it's something bigger coming down the pipe. So we're gonna just pay attention. We just gonna pay attention and we gonna watch because it may be coming real soon. So anyway, Jackie, of course, is horny. She gets to talking about sex. She don't this make your nipples hard and all that. I'm like, girl, you must not be getting any. Because she either think it's cute and funny that she always talk about sex, or she not getting any and she is really sex craved and that's why she can't stop talking about it. I'm not sure which one it is, but that's what it sounds like to me. Moving on. So, Bone Carrying Bonnie, that really hurt. Bone Carrying Bonnie, you know, she, of course, she not slick to me. She may have a lot of people food. She don't have me food. I think she showed up just to carry the bones. She showed up with a bag of bones. She threw them on the table. She wanted to convey all of the conversation that had happened the night before. So she like, yeah, Saniyyah told us, Ashley told us that Saniyyah slept with Lou and that that Saniyyah was Lou's stylist and Hazel gonna bring her to the party and all of this stuff and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, you are the bone carrier of the century. She makes Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta look like a wallflower. Like she really, really do. It is a shame that a grown woman, that's all you do on this show is carry bones. You showed up with your bag of bones. You laid them out on the table one by one. And that's what you came for. You didn't come to get cool with Jackie. You didn't come to hang out with Tami. You came to do what you've been doing since we met you on this damn show. And that is to start some mess and to keep the drama going and to keep running your mouth like you've been doing. Because that's the best thing you can do. It's the only thing you offer to the show. As far as I'm concerned, your services are no longer needed. Anyway, so Tami gets in the car with Shaunie and is telling Shaunie that Bone Carrying Bonnie brought all the bones and she spilled all the bones. And Shaunie like, damn, she spilled all the beans. She told all of that. I'm like, yeah, so y'all just now catching on that Bone Carrying Bonnie is a bone carrier? Y'all ain't figured it out yet? Oh, okay. Because we've been figured it out. You know, we figured it out a long time ago. But I guess y'all just catching on. But at least you finally catching on. Better late than never, as Riley would say. Better late than ever. So, y'all know I can't sing. So, okay. moving on. So Saniyyah's having her going away party. This is the #1 moment of the show. Okay, I'm always trying to sing with my non-singing ass. Okay, #1 moment of the show. Saniyyah is doing her going away party. She is moving from New York to LA. I guess she hadn't moved officially. She was just there to get on the show. Maybe she was just there to get on Basketball Wives, but she hadn't actually moved. So now she's officially moving to LA. Okay, so she's super excited. She's having a party. She got her family and friends there. Jackie arrives in a pedicab. She said that's always what she wanted to do. You know, she thought she was like the Queen of England or something. She was just rolling up in her pedicab. I was like, go ahead, Jackie, go ahead. This is one time Jackie didn't get on my nerves. I thought it was a cute little pedicab moment. I liked it. And Jackie is petty, so it's funny to see her in a pedicab. I thought it was a good match. So anyway, Jackie is telling Saniyyah about Ashley. So Jackie is forewarning Saniyyah, because you know Jackie and Saniyyah done got cool. So you know that's like her good girlfriend. So yeah, it's kind of like carrying a bone, but it's different when you carrying a bone to somebody you actually consider somewhat of a friend. When you around somebody, Saniyyah and Jackie actually have something going. They look like they actually building kind of a friendship like what Jackie had with Malaysia, so on and so forth. So she is telling her like, girl, be on the lookout. Hazel is bringing Ashley. Now she's mad because she like, I didn't invite her. You know what I'm saying? And I thought Hazel was cool, but now she messy. That's the same thing Shaunie said. That's the same thing I'm saying. Hazel, you looking real messy out here in these streets, boo. This ain't a good moment for you. So, you know, Jackie spills the beans that Hazel was bringing Ashley to the party. Saniyyah is not excited about it, okay? So then Tami just thought that when Hazel got there that she would be pulled to the side. No sooner than Hazel and Ashley walk in the room, baby, Saniyyah is like, excuse me, who invited you? Who invited you? So Ashley was like, well, Ashley looked a little scared. I don't know why you went to that party knowing you was gonna get your ass whooped, and you dealing with Saniyyah. You already said that Saniyyah was a hood chick and she was about that life. Now you were surprised when they said that she was all sweet and nice and stuff. So I'm confused as to why you would go to this party knowing that she the type of chick that get down with the get down. Like, you kind of shot yourself in the foot. But anyway, you went, so I gotta talk about it. So, you know, Saniyyah trying to pull their coat like, excuse me, I don't know who invited y'all. So Hazel was like, well, I was invited, but she's like, but I didn't tell you to bring her, blah, 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 blah. So Hazel like, well, you want me to leave? And she was like, yeah, I do want you to leave, because this is about close family and friends, and I don't consider either one of y'all that. I don't consider either one of y'all friends or family. So yeah, y'all got to go. So Hazel was like, I don't have to leave because everyone else is here. No sooner than the words left her mouth, Saniyyah pounced like a lion on a zebra, baby. She came for her jugular. You understand me? She was trying to take her out the game. She pounced on her. Then Jackie, who was standing there, who really saw what happened, because you know they got the security everywhere, so you can't really see what's going down. You can see her attacker, but you can't really see what's going on because security in the way. But Jackie said Saniyyah slapped and punched Hazel, and that when Saniyyah attacked Hazel, she slapped her and punched her. And then when Hazel and Ashley went to attack back, they looked like two baby monkeys attacking Godzilla. She said they look like two baby monkeys attacking Godzilla. So, you know, I got me a good laugh off that one. Y'all know I got a good laugh. So, I was cracking up because Saniyyah was not here for it. Her big ass, she turned into Usain Bolt. Like, she was ready for that action. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, she was here for it. I don't know if you were here for it, but she was here for it. So, you know, then I was watching. I was like, nah, Tami looked like she wanted to break it up, but she really didn't get in there. And I'm like, ain't that supposed to be your auntie? So she don't stand there and watch you get your ass whooped like that. No shade to Tami. I like Tami. We all know Tami a banger, but Tami really didn't jump in to help her. I'm guessing Tami like, shit, you shouldn't have came with that damn girl. You was being messy. I really ain't about to jump in to help you. And you started a situation that didn't need to be started. But I didn't see, excuse me, I did see Tami look like she was trying to break it up a little bit. but she barely put her drink down. Like, I'm like, is that your auntie? You sure? How your mama's gonna feel about it? Is y'all mama's sisters? Is she really your auntie or something? Like, child, wait. I got a good laugh. I'm telling you, because Ashley and Hazel thought that they was gonna walk up in there and they thought they was gonna boss up on Saniyyah. This actually redeemed Saniyyah in my mind, because I didn't like the way Hazel was being messy as hell by bringing that girl who flat out said she don't like her. She said she don't like her. She called her a whore. She said all kind of negative stuff about that girl. Then you say, I'm gonna bring her to a party and hopefully they could be friends. You full of shit. You knew good and damn well when you brought that girl, they wasn't about to sit there and make up at that party. If you want people to make up, you don't do it at a party where people drinking. You have them go to lunch or something. You wasn't trying to make them make amends or none of that stuff. You was trying to start drama and you succeeded. The only problem is you probably didn't expect to get pimp slapped, because that's what she probably backhand you. And once again, I don't advocate for violence, but you said you wanted to see that side of her. That's what you said when you was at the little sushi spot or whatever. You said, I want to see that side of her. I ain't seen it in a while. Well, you got to see it firsthand, ma'am. How you feel now? Huh? How you feel? You know, so I'm like, girl, you really set yourself up for failure with that situation, because at the end of the day, you wanted to see some drama. You took your friend to start some drama. You and your friend looked scared as hell when she confronted y'all. See, y'all didn't think she was going to confront y'all. Y'all either thought she was going to walk around and pussyfoot and let y'all talk shit at her party about her, but she didn't. Y'all didn't even get across the welcome sign good before she checked both of y'all asses. See, y'all didn't expect that. You got more than you bargained for. You showed up looking for an argument and you got handled. Now, I'm not saying she was right for putting her hands on you, but I'm going to say that Saniyyah redeemed herself in my book, because, not because she touched you, but because she let it be known that I know what you trying to do. You trying to be messy, and you trying to ruin my event, and you trying to ruin my party. And you know what, Hazel? You was trying to get some stuff started, because I saw you on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Hazel. You tried to be a little smart ass and get some stuff started there. I think you got into it with Marlo or Kenya or somebody. Like, you was trying to get some stuff started there. Now, I'm not even the biggest Marlo and Kenya fan. Although, you know, they entertaining or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, you've tried to get stuff started before, and I've seen you do it. So this time it backfired. And it major, it backfired in a form of a backhand. That was mean, but it's true. But it's true. So anyway, you know, that happened. So then Shaunie takes Saniyyah to the bathroom, and Hazel like, I'm classier than that. Clearly you not. If you took your friend there just for some drama, you said you want to see Saniyyah turn up, she turned up. You said that's what you want to see, you got to see it. So I'm gonna talk about you classier than something, because clearly you not, ma'am. You went there just for some drama. You made that clear. You didn't think nobody heard you though, but I heard you. You went there for the drama and you caught it. So anywho, Shaunie says she done with Saniyyah, and you know, Ashley, you knew she had an attitude problem. I don't know why Ashley even agreed to go, because you clearly not a fighter the way you was hanging back on that chair trying to hope you didn't get socked. So I don't know even why Ashley went, but when, you know, Shaunie said she was done, Jackie felt some type of way, because Jackie said Evelyn can say whatever she want about my kid, but Saniyyah does one thing and she has to leave. That's fucked up. So basically they all talking about like kicking Saniyyah out the group, and Jackie like, that's messed up. Evelyn can do whatever she wants to do and she gets a pass. But Evelyn has physically attacked people before. It wasn't necessarily this season because security broke it up, but I see what Jackie is saying. Like, y'all gonna kick Saniyyah out the group, but y'all didn't show that same energy towards other people. Look how many people Tami has attacked. I'm just being honest. I like Tami, but look how many people Tami has attacked. Y'all keep bringing her around. So if, you know, y'all can't be hypocritical and be like y'all against the violence. And last year, you know, Tami was trying to throw the damn girl off a rooftop. So it's like, come on now. They trying to have their cake and eat it too. They trying to have it both ways. And then Hazel was outside talking big shit, talking about she 39 with no kids and she a side bitch for life. I thought you said you was too classy for that, ma'am. Now you outside screaming that she a side bitch for life. I thought you was too classy. You know, Hazel, I'm not a big fan of yours. I'm already not a big fan of yours, because you went to that party to start a fight and then you got a fight and now you mad. Be careful what you asked for. You asked for it. You said you want to see that side of her. You got to see it. Now you mad. I don't know why. It's what you asked for. So, you know, Tami said this is the end of the road for me and Saniyyah because that's my niece. And I'm like, that's not your real niece, because if that was Tami's real niece, she would have knocked some heads and slapped some bitches. So that ain't Tami's real niece. I still love Tami, but that ain't her real niece, because if that was Tami's real niece, if that was somebody Tami really fuck with like that, like if that was Shaunie being attacked or somebody like that, Tami would have knocked some heads. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't do that. That ain't your niece. So anyway, honorable mention. I do the honorable mention just to say, you know, the person wasn't important enough to give them a whole list on the top 5, but I will say, you know, happy for Jazz. She got her little record deal. Her song was really cute. The song kind of sounded like a Missy Elliott track. I kind of liked it. I thought it was a nice record. Good for her. Kudos to her. She's been working real hard. You know, she had that beef last year with Duffy about her music, so I'm happy for her. Shaunie met with a lady by the name of Michelle Rodriguez to do her women's empowerment luncheon, and so that was a real nice moment. So that's the honorable mentions. And you know, overall it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, especially the last half. Oh yes, that was a good one. That was a good one, because Hazel wanted to see what Saniyyah was about, and Saniyyah showed her. She wasn't expecting it though, but she should have been, because that's what she wanted, right? I'm just saying, you got to be careful. You got to be careful what you wish for. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe, because y'all know I'm going to hit y'all back next episode with another review and recap. I don't know what's going down. It looked like it's going to be some more craziness next episode. But I'm like, it's not right for them to try to kick Saniyyah out the group for this violent situation, because Tami and Evelyn been whooping people asses for a long time. Jackie tried to beat up them 2 angels and stuff. Like, it has been violence on this show before. So they would be very hypocritical to kick Saniyyah out the group for the same thing that they allow other people to do. You cannot pretend like you too good for it with one group of people, and then with somebody else it's quite all right. Y'all need to pick one. You can't have it both ways. You can't, you know, condemn somebody for fighting and then ignore somebody else fighting. That's not cool. So anyway, tell me what y'all thought. Let me know in the comment section. I will holler at y'all later. Let me know who y'all really thought was wrong in this whole situation or whatever. And I guess I will talk to y'all later. Can't wait to see y'all next week. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Bye.